What is up, guys? DDBK videos. I make military content put on the internet for you. If you want to subscribe, my social media links are in the description down below, along with my second channel that we're doing tons of giveaways on. We gotta hit 1K, and then I'm gonna give all the giveaways, giveaways. Mess that up. All right. Anyway, things recruiters will never tell you. Number one, probably most common. The likeliness of you cross-rating after you sign a job. I see tons of dudes in my comments going, oh, well, I signed PAC Seaman, but my recruiter said as soon as I get in, I can just go be a whatever I want to be, which is not true. You have this thing called OblaServe, obligatory service and job that they have you do. So you can look up to doing like almost a minimum of 2 years if you join PAC. You're probably not going to be able to pick a job before that. Along with, in the depth pool, it's possible, it happened for me, I was able to cross-rate, but my recruiter did a bunch of work to get me to that. Likeliness, after you sign a job at MEPS, that job's not going to change. Number two, kind of similar to number one, PAC Seaman is not fun. All my friends who are PAC Seaman say it is like one of the most labor-intensive rates. It is probably one of the most prideful rates because you're the sailor of the sailors. That makes it, you're doing the most sailor type stuff on ships. However, you can't pick up rank until you actually get a job. So you say you do 2 years as a PAC Seaman and one of your buddy was an FC. You then go to A school after being a PAC Seaman E3. And then you come out of A school, so you're like 3 years in. That guy could be a second class going up to first and you're still an E3. And if you got into a field that's like really bad pickup rate, you might be an E3 while someone you went to boot camp with is an E6. So, yeah, go on, take that with a grain of salt. Would I still sign PAC Seaman if it was the only option I had? Yeah, because I want to join the Navy. Like, you guys, joining the Navy comes first, and if your job comes first, I think you're thinking about it the wrong way. I think it's called shipmate, self. So it's all about the ship, shipmate, your teammates, and then yourself, right? Because really, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what job you got if we go to war. Nah, if they need someone at a certain position where at work, I don't care what your job is, you're gonna go do that, right? Third one is you can technically still quit before you actually leave to boot camp. Say you dep in or whatever, and then you're like, oh, I don't want to do it, and then you write a letter of like request to be dropped from the dep pool program or whatever, and then you don't go to boot camp. Now, likeliness of you getting back in isn't high because they're gonna see that you were already dropped while in the dep pool. But it's not an end-all be-all. It's not like you sign your contract at MEPS and then you're in the military, you know? You still gotta go through boot camp and all that. So up until boot camp, like once you step on that bus, you're done skis, you're locked in. But before that, you can just write a letter to request to be dropped to your recruiter. At MEPS, this is a huge one I always see. You don't have to sign the job they offer you. So a lot of recruiters say, hey, regardless if they have your job or not, like you gotta sign at MEPS. You gotta sign at MEPS. And they don't mean like you have to, like you're obligated to sign a contract. A contract is a contract. You gotta read that thing completely. If you don't feel like signing a contract, you don't have to sign a contract. But does that recruiter have to keep pushing your paperwork and sending you back to MEPS? No, he could be like, all right, well, we spent 8 months getting you to MEPS and you didn't sign for a job because you want to wait for this job that's overmanned, so there's not going to be a lot of billets, and it's pretty much all based on luck. The recruiter could just be like, all right, well, it was nice doing business with you, man, see ya, you know? So do you have to sign the contract? No, however, the recruiter doesn't have to keep helping you. Regardless of how many years of service you sign, you can be called back up to 8 years. So everyone's gonna sign 8 years, either active or reserve, doesn't matter. Say you sign 4 years active. You're really signing 4 years active. Sorry, my Bubba's eating. I'm rubbing my dog. My Bubba's eating right now. You're really serving 4 years active and then 4 years inactive reserve, which means if like World War III pops off, they can call you back within those 8 years. Once you get outside those 8 years, you're safe from being drafted or called back. However, if you have like a really specific set of talents and something pops off where they need you, they'll call you back. They were calling people back with Iraq, Afghanistan. So that's just for your knowledge to know. When you sign a 4-year contract, you're really signing an 8-year because you're serving another 4 years inactive reserve. You could serve that as reserve, or you could just do active all the way through, but regardless, 8 years call time for wars. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, leave a like, comment down below what topic of video you want to see next. because I'm gonna take it straight from the comments on what I'm doing. So if you guys just leave literally comments of videos you wanna see, I'm gonna jump on that. Also, I'll see you guys on my second channel. I'm about to go live on there, so if you catch me around the time of this uploading, you should be able to catch me, LDWK. Link is the first one in the description, and I'll see you.